What have I got in store for you today, guys and girls? Let's find out. On with the show.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's...
Hello, and welcome to Seek Truth and Speak Truth. Good day to you all. I hope you're enjoying it on this lovely, rotating oblate spheroid. Woo! Thanks for coming along. I'm going to read out some questions today. The interview I did with Scimandan, a commenter, subscriber of his, actually sort of gave me some follow-on questions, 10 questions. And I just thought it'd be an interesting exercise to read the questions out and answer as honestly as possible. So yeah, thanks for coming along. The road to 15k subscribers is on. So if you are watching this and have not subscribed to me so far, if you like me, subscribe to me. I'm an ex-flat earther. Yes, we do exist. Once you go flat, you definitely can go back. Obviously, most flat earthers are just closed-minded and they cannot admit that they are wrong. They just don't want to be wrong, basically. You know, they feel so special now. But I can assure you, the truth is so much more powerful. Just look at what's happening to my channel. People respect people that are honest. So just question your honesty, flat earth channels. I know if you're making a bit of money from it, you're probably not gonna, turn around and say, the earth is not flat, which I know, Nathan Oakley, for starters, knows that we live on a globe. These guys just know ways to use words to make it sound like they know what they're talking about, but in reality, they haven't got a clue. So I'm going to get on with the questions now. I'm going to try and read them quite quickly. What level of education did you obtain at school? Not very high. Probably why, unfortunately, that I fell for this con artistry. You're not going to get any physics students or people that go into higher education falling for this nonsense. It's as simple as that. So I got basically in England GCSEs, grade C, for everything, kind of like your bog standard student. I never did any homework, never did any coursework. And I remember my teacher saying that if I had have done coursework, I would have been getting towards the A's and B's. I had a big personal tragedy in my life at the age of 17 whilst I was studying my A-levels, and basically went on about a 10-year just self-destruction mode. And it has actually taken me, probably the last sort of 3, 4, 5 years that I've actually tried to get on with my life. Did you take science, maths and trigonometry in school? Science and maths, yes. I got a grade C. Science was my favourite lesson. I can't see how I fell for this, to be honest. I was in a low state of mind at the time. I felt special. I felt like I had hidden knowledge when I found flat earth. Trigonometry, I'm not sure if that is learnt in schools now, but I actually still do not have a clue about trigonometry. So if anyone would like to teach me or tell me how it's done, please do so. Have you ever travelled to various countries in the world? No, I haven't. I've only been abroad once, and that was to Amsterdam. That was for a stag do or a bachelor do. Yeah, I've never been on a plane. Never travelled. Again, I don't know if this has anything to do with me becoming a flat earther. But yeah, I'm not very well travelled, but maybe one day I will be. What did you think of the Bob 15-degree shift experiment? Did that cause you doubt? Not a single doubt at all at the time, because it was on that Netflix show, Beyond the Curve. It is just bandied around the whole flat earth movement that the whole show was a setup to make flat earthers look stupid. I remember even watching it and I was just disgusted with Netflix because they were showing, scientists and this and that, and then all the flat earthers looked crazy. Now I kind of get that is probably just the standard of the two groups. There is no professor in the world that thinks the earth is flat. If they did think the earth was flat, they would be shouting it out and trying to win a Nobel Prize. Nobody is, and I wonder why. They're not all Satanists. It's just stupid. They're not all Freemasons. We're just normal people. And science loves proving things, disproving things. If the earth was flat, we would know it was flat, and there would be a conspiracy that the earth was a globe. Did you do any simple experiments that the globe Earth has pointed out that would demonstrate Earth's curvature? No, I didn't. I didn't believe there was any. The big one that always stands out to me is the Bedford level experiment. Eric Dubay will push it and say that it proves flat Earth, and nobody ever looks any further. They believe Mr. Dubay. A certain Mr. Alfred Russel Wallace did repeat that experiment and many others since, and the Bedford level confirms curvature, confirms water curvature. Any test that obviously proves curvature will just be denied and laughed at by flat earthers, and ridiculed. It's a horrible line, actually. I don't know what that turning point was, but I remember actually Eric Dubay did offend me on Facebook, and we chatted. You know, he knew I was Seek Truth, Speak Truth, and he actually would have known my personal name. I'm not sure if he remembers it with me or correlate that I am Seek Truth, Speak Truth, but I used to speak to him on his Facebook page as my actual name. You know, my who I am. And you know, I'm not sure if he recognised the pictures or what, but I remember him. Sorry, I was calling Dell out as a Freemason, because he has Freemasonic tattoos and things like that. And then he said to me, like, you clearly don't have any discernment. You know, Dell has explained this over and over again. I really thought higher of you, this and that. So really, Eric Dubay was the first guy that actually offended me. I was a truth seeker trying to explain something to him, and he just brushed me aside. And he had shared me onto his IFA's website, this nobody. You know, he shares hardly anyone onto that website, actually. So I thought I was doing well, but obviously not. But yeah, so yeah, thanks, Eric. You actually probably were the first trigger to make me realise you're not a nice person. If someone disagrees with you, they're instantly out. And you are a cult leader. That is what you are, Eric. You are the leader of a cult. It wasn't until I left that I realised how much of a cult this is. But yeah, cheers, Eric. You helped push me back to the globe. Did it ever bother you that you could not explain anything with a single model? Again, models. Flat earthers just think, oh, well, it's a model, it's not real. You have to use models. Obviously, I know now that this model, you know, the heliocentric model, matches reality perfectly. That's how we know we live on a globe, and you know, things are rotating around in the universe. But yeah, I mean, the single model, I mean, can a flat earth model explain anything? I honestly don't think there is one thing a flat earth model could explain. Flight paths, no. Sunsets, sunrises, no. Eclipses, no. I mean, I could go on. There's just thousands of things that are only possible and observable on a globe. Flat earthers will just think. They watch Eric Dubay, they watch a few YouTube videos, and never ever question whether these people are telling the truth. Within minutes, these guys are told that the government lies to you, which they do. I'm not even going to say they don't, but it's political lies. There is no reason why a flat earth would have to be hidden. Not one single reason. There are many countries in the world that absolutely despise each other. And if they knew that certain countries were trying to hide this, it would all come out. It would all come out if the earth was flat. It wouldn't just be stuck in a little corner of YouTube, I'm afraid. Flat earth is literally treading water and going nowhere apart from people leaving. That's it. It might gain a bit of traction with some people joining, but there's more people that are realising it's nonsense, and I hope it is down to channels like me, Jose JG, Sean G, other ex-flat earthers out there, and of course the debunkers. What did your family and friends think of your beliefs? They hated it, it has had a massive effect. I'm not trying to pull heartstrings here, but I had a business, a carpet fitting business. I was pretty successful. Never going to become a rich person over it, but comfortable. And when I was doing my flat earth videos for 6 months, I just had my head buried and I was not getting back to quotes. And now, months later, I am paying the price for that. This house where I'm living now, I'm actually leaving in a month's time, but I'm excited because I'm getting my own little flat with a separate bedroom, which will be the new Stst studio. It has unfortunately also meant that my now ex-girlfriend is an ex-girlfriend because of this whole thing. I can't blame it all on flat earth, of course. There's obviously other reasons. We're just not meant to be together, but it pushed it forward sooner. She lost trust in me. I had actually, got to the point where she was a flat earther as well, and then suddenly I came out and was just like, I'm wrong. She lost trust in me, and I can't blame her for doing that. So like I say, this is what I'm showing you, is the effect that this has actually had on my life. People will say that it doesn't, but yeah, maybe this is my path in life now. I don't know. I just want to help as many people as possible, but I now know that I do have a life outside of YouTube, and I do have to put that first, and which I'm doing so, and I'm now going to build and grow, and this time next year this channel is going to be amazing. I can promise you that. I'm going to learn so much, and I'm going to get more in depth, learn more about psychology, body language techniques, which I'm learning a lot at the minute on to tell when people are lying. So yeah, I'm learning a lot, and this channel is going to be a very interesting channel. I think it's pretty interesting now, but it's going to get even better. How much money did you make off your YouTube channel? Zilch. Big fat zero. Hence probably one of the reasons why I didn't have such ties to the flat earth community. I didn't make a penny from it. So yeah, some of these guys obviously are financially tied. They're doing super chat nights and bringing in £500-600 per show. Why would they turn their back on that? I do understand that, but that also makes me very distrusting of them, and I kind of am working out who they are. Ranty, actually, he knows we live on a globe. It's so obvious now. But he's not going to give up his lifestyle now, is he? Of just people handing him things for sitting there saying the earth is flat. It's disgusting. 2 more questions. Would you have participated in an experiment that would have, without a doubt, proved Earth's curvature? Yeah, I would, but at the time I wouldn't have believed it would. Going back to the Bedford levels, obviously Jeranism, again, complete globe Earth. Con man, he knows that we live on a globe. I think they actually just had a joke with Netflix, because all the guys on there, Mark Sargent, they're the guys that know we live on a globe, and they're just creating a career. You should check out a channel called Derek Van Shake, and he does a breakdown of Mark Sargent at one of the Flat Earth meetings, and he is an expert in body language, and he knows that Mark Sargent does not believe the earth is flat. There's a couple of things where the interviewer says, like, well, there's actual pictures of space, pictures of the earth from space. And rather than going, no, there's not, I don't believe that, he just goes, well, nobody here believes that. Little things like that, with experience in knowing how to read people, Mark Sargent is just another leader of this cult, a money-making scam artist. If you had gone up to the ISS and saw that the Earth was round and spinning, would you have believed it? I hope so. I really hope so. I'm obviously one of the more honest flat earthers out there, so I really hope I would have. But at the time, I don't know. I think that I would have probably been suggesting that they were fisheye windows or something like that actually caused the curvature. But yeah, that's the questions there. A little follow-up. I hope that helped you to get to know me a little bit better. Like I say, I do want to grow the channel, and I just love the fact that you guys keep coming back to this. Yeah, it's amazing. Quick word on last night's debate between Fight the Flat Earth and Sleeping Warrior. I mean, what a joke. There's not even a debate. Like, it was just brought down to how to make a cup of tea. You know, is time an independent variable? It's just coming down to language now. These guys are masters of language, and they know how to use words that actually mean absolutely nothing, but they know how to make themselves look like they're making the other person squirm, when in reality they're clueless, absolutely clueless. This debate isn't about what words mean, it is about the shape of our planet, and you could easily yourself today prove that we live on a globe. Do you want to? Or do you want to stay with your blinkers on? No, the earth is flat, the earth is flat. No, it's not. We've known for thousands of years. Keep safe, keep it global, and keep on the attack.
Given that's how we live it, don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.